Welcome to Mary and Mike English Channel.
Next in line. How can I help you today?
I want money.
Do you mean you want to withdraw money or open an account?
I don't understand.
That was Leo's first week in a new country. He needed to open an account, deposit his money, and pay his bills. But every time he walked into the bank, the words were just out of reach. Today, Leo is going back to the bank, and this time his friend Maya is with him. Maya has lived here for years, and she knows exactly what to say. By the end, you'll hear the exact phrases for every situation at the bank: opening an account, depositing money, withdrawing cash, and even applying for a loan. And the more you hear them, the more natural they become. So imagine you're standing in that line right now, and the officer is about to call your name next. What would you say? Hello, everyone. I'm Mary.
And I'm Mike.
Today, Leo and Maya are taking us inside a real bank to learn how to speak English with confidence. But before we jump into the story, we have 2 questions for you.
Question 1. What did Leo say at the bank counter that made the officer frown and call a manager?
And question 2. If a bank officer asks you, "How can I help you today?" what is the polite way to say what you need?
Don't answer now. By the end of this episode, you'll know both.
When you hear the answers, write them in the comments using a full English sentence. Even one sentence helps you practice.
Now let's join them. Don't worry. We will speak slowly and clearly.
Maya, I have to tell you, the last time I came here alone, it was a disaster.
Really? What happened?
The officer asked, "How can I help you today?" And I said, "I want money."
Leo,
I know. She looked at me and said, "Do you mean you want to withdraw money or open an account?" And I just froze. I said, "Yes, all of it."
so what happened?
She called a manager. I stood there for 15 minutes while they tried to understand me. I didn't know the word account. I didn't know deposit or withdraw. I had all my documents, but I had no words.
Well, that's why I'm here with you today. You've only been in the country a week. You're not supposed to know everything yet. Before we go to the counter, I'm going to teach you everything you need. Then you'll walk in there and know exactly what to say.
But Maya, a bank has so many words. How am I supposed to learn all of them?
You don't need to learn everything. Here's the secret. Banking follows a simple pattern. Every single visit to the bank is one of only 4 situations.
4? That's it?
That's it. Listen. Situation 1, opening an account. Situation 2, depositing money. Situation 3, withdrawing cash. Situation 4, applying for a loan. Every phrase you need fits into one of these 4. Learn the 4 and you can walk into any bank in the country with confidence.
4 situations. Okay, I can remember that. But what about all the words inside them?
That's what we're about to do, one situation at a time.
First, I keep hearing the word account. What does it actually mean?
An account is your own special place in the bank where your money is kept. It has a special number, your account number, and that number is how people send money to you.
And there are different kinds?
Yes, a savings account is where you keep money safe and let it grow slowly. The bank pays you a little extra money called interest, like a thank you for saving with them. A checking account is for your daily life. You use it to pay bills, buy things, and pay for your day-to-day spending.
So savings is for keeping. Checking is for spending.
Exactly. Now, here's a word that surprises a lot of newcomers. Minimum balance.
Minimum balance? What's that?
It's a certain amount of money you must always keep in your account. If you go below that amount, the bank may charge you a small fee, called a service charge. Think of it like this. The bank is a store, and some services have a small price.
Oh, that happened to me. When I first tried to open an account, I didn't know about the minimum balance. I spent too much, my balance dropped low, and the bank charged me a fee. I didn't understand why my money disappeared.
Has this ever happened to you? It's okay if it has. That's why we're here. That's exactly why we learn these words before we need them. You also need two kinds of proof. ID proof, like your passport, which proves who you are, and address proof, like a utility bill or a rental agreement, which shows where you live.
And the cards? Debit, credit. I always mix them up.
This one matters. A debit card takes money from your own account. The money is yours. A credit card lets you borrow money and pay it back later. But if you pay late, they add extra charges. Debit is your money. Credit is borrowed money. Don't mix those up.
Debit is mine, credit is borrowed. Got it.
One more. The person who helps you at the counter is called a teller. That's here in Canada and the US. In the UK, they say cashier. And the person who helps you open an account is a bank officer or customer service officer.
Okay, 4 situations, and now the words inside them. I think I'm ready.
Then let's go to the counter.
Situation 1. Opening an account.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Good morning. I'd like to open a new account.
Of course. Do you have a valid photo ID, like your passport or driver's license?
Yes, I have my passport right here.
Great. We also need proof of your address, something like a utility bill or a rental agreement.
I have my lease agreement with me.
Perfect. I'll make copies of these documents. While I do that, could you please fill out this account application form?
Of course.
Would you like to get a debit card with this account?
Yes, that would be great.
All right. Once you finish the form, I'll set up your new account. It will take about 10 minutes.
Did you see how easy that was? I said exactly what she needed, and she understood instantly.
Do you know the magic words, Leo? I'd like to. You didn't say, I want a card. You said, I'd like to get a debit card. In a formal place like a bank, I'd like to sounds polite and professional.
And I had both proofs ready, my passport and my lease.
That's why it went smoothly. Now, here are the phrases you need to remember for opening an account. Repeat after me. I'd like to open a bank account. I'd like to open a savings account. Or, I'd like to open a checking account. What types of accounts do you offer? What documents do I need to bring? Is there a minimum balance required? Are there any service charges? How long does it take to open the account? Can I get a debit card with this account?
If you want more guides for life in a new country, just like this one, join our community by subscribing to Mary and Mike English channel. It's free, and a new, slow and easy story comes every week. Situation 2. Depositing money.
I want to try the next one myself this time. No help.
I'll be right behind you.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to deposit this amount into my account.
Sure. Could you give me your account number, please?
Yes, here it is. 153452709.
Thank you. Do you have a filled deposit slip?
Not yet. Can I get a deposit slip, please?
Of course. Here you go. Fill it out and return it to me.
Situation 3. Withdrawing cash.
Hello. How can I assist you today?
Hi, I'd like to withdraw some cash.
Sure. From which account?
Please deduct it from my savings account.
All right. May I see your ID, please?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you. Let me process that for you.
Leo, you just did situations 2 and 3, all by yourself. Did you hear the pattern? You said what you wanted with, I'd like to, and the officer asked for your account number and your ID.
I did it. I actually did it.
Let me make sure you know the words. Deposit means putting money into your account. Withdraw means taking money out of your account.
So deposit is in, withdraw is out.
Exactly. And a deposit slip is a small form where you write your account number and the amount, then hand it to the officer with your money. And cash is real, physical money, paper notes and coins.
Got it. What are the phrases I should save?
Here they are. Repeat after me. I'd like to deposit this amount. Can I get a deposit slip, please? Here's my account number. I'd like to withdraw some cash. Please deduct it from my savings account. Do I need to show my ID?
Okay, Maya, the first three I understand. But a loan? That sounds scary.
It's the same pattern, Leo, just with a few extra questions. And honestly, you're ready. You show me.
Situation 4. Applying for a loan.
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
I'd like to apply for a personal loan.
Sure. What will you use the loan for?
I want to renovate my house.
All right. How much do you need?
About $15,000.
We'll need some documents, like your income proof and credit history.
I have my payslips and tax returns with me.
Great. Do you know your credit score?
Yes, it's 720.
That's a good score. You may get a low interest rate. Would you like to go ahead?
Yes, please.
Look at you. That was where you froze at the counter, and now you just applied for a loan.
I sounded totally different. But wait, some of those words. Credit history? Credit score? Interest rate? What do they all mean?
These matter for your future here, so listen carefully. A personal loan is the most common type of loan. People use it for home repairs, education, or buying something important. Your credit history is a record of how you handled money in the past, what loans you took, and whether you paid them back on time. Your credit score is a number that shows how trustworthy you are with money. A high score means you pay on time, and that means a better chance of a lower interest rate. The interest rate is the extra money you pay the bank on top of the loan. And payslips are the documents from your job that show how much you earn. The bank uses them to check you can pay the loan back each month.
So a good credit score saves you money.
That's the deeper understanding. And here are the loan phrases you need. Repeat after me. I'd like to apply for a personal loan. I'm planning to renovate my house. I'd like to borrow $15,000. I have my payslips and tax returns with me. What is the interest rate for personal loans? My credit score is around 720. Leo, do you remember the first time you walked into this bank?
I'll never forget it. I said, I want money. And they called a manager.
And today? Same counter, same bank, but you opened an account, you deposited money, you withdrew cash, and you applied for a loan.
The only thing that changed was the words. I finally had the words.
That's the whole lesson, Leo. The bank didn't change. The forms didn't change. The only thing that changed was what you knew how to say. Same situation, different words, and a completely different result.
Thank you for helping me, Maya.
That's what friends are for. Now come on, let's go celebrate your very first bank account. Coffee's on me.
Did you see that? Same bank, same counter. The only thing that changed was the words Leo knew. That's the power of learning the right phrases.
One thing I want to ask Mary, should we thank the officer?
Yes, always. A simple thank you is polite and expected, but keep it brief, no small talk. In a bank, people are busy and the line is long. Polite and brief is perfect.
Thank you very much. Then leave.
Exactly. Now, let's practice together. I'll say each phrase and I want you to repeat it out loud. This is the most important part. Your mouth needs to practice, not just your ears. For opening an account, I'd like to open a savings account. What documents do I need to bring? Is there a minimum balance required? For depositing and withdrawing, I'd like to deposit this amount. Can I get a deposit slip, please? I'd like to withdraw some cash. Do I need to show my ID? For applying for a loan, I'd like to apply for a personal loan. I'm planning to renovate my house. What is the interest rate for personal loans?
And don't forget the most important words of the whole episode.
I'd like to. Polite, clear, and it works in every single situation. Now, let's go back to our 2 questions from the beginning.
Question 1. What did Leo say at the bank counter that made the officer frown and call a manager?
The answer is right there in his story. He said, I want money. That's why the officer didn't understand, because I want money doesn't tell her what he needed. Did he want to open an account? Withdraw cash? Apply for a loan? The polite, clear way is, I'd like to, plus the situation.
And question 2. If an officer asks, how can I help you today? What should you say?
You choose one of the 4 situations and say it clearly. I'd like to open a savings account, or I'd like to deposit this amount, or I'd like to withdraw some cash, or I'd like to apply for a personal loan.
Now it's your turn. Write your answer in the comments using a full English sentence. Don't just read the comments, write your own. Even one sentence helps you practice.
If this episode helped you feel more confident about speaking English at the bank, hit that like button and subscribe to Mary and Mike English channel. We release new, slow, and easy English stories every week.
Practice makes progress, not perfection. Progress.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.